Today I came back with a colorful tutorial for you guys, and I mainly used the Morphe 12P palette in this tutorial, and I really like how it came out. I had envisioned it, but I had never done it before, so this was my first time using this palette as well, and I was in love with the creaminess and pigmentation of every shadow except for this. The one that's less pigmented is this yellow one, but all the other colors are beautiful and blend out seamlessly. So if you guys want to see how I got this look, my aim was kind of like a sunset-y color scheme for you guys, and so if you guys want to see how I got this look, then just keep watching. So I already did my eyebrows and my foundation, and I primed and did all my face except for contour and highlight. And for primer, I used I finally hopped on the bandwagon for the Nivea Post Shave Balm, aftershave balm for men, and the sensitive one. And let me just tell you how this has changed my foundation game, dude. Oh my gosh, if you haven't bought this, you need to. It's only $6 and you get 3.3 full ounces, and it's really good. Makes your makeup stay on all day, and it makes you look like really flawless. And for foundation, I used the L'Oreal Pro Glow foundation and the Urban Decay All Nighter foundation mixed together. And for concealer, I used the Age Rewind concealer in the shade Light Pale. And to set all my face in my concealer, I used I can't find it right now, but I used my Airspun, and I blended it all out with the Beauty Blender. And for eyebrows, I used the NYX Tame and Frame, and I just got this, and this is an amazing dupe for the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade. And if you haven't got your hands on this, then you should definitely try it, because you get basically the same type of formula and product for a fraction of the price of the Anastasia one. So that's what's on my eyebrows right now. And so I got a bunch of palettes the other day. I ordered all of them online, and I'm super excited to do a look on this. I have an idea in mind, obviously, and it's gonna be really colorful, but I just want to show you guys real quick the new palettes that I got. And the first one is a Morphe times Kathleen Lights palette, and it just looks like this, and it is super gorgeous. I love the variation and everything in it, and I'm probably gonna be using it today. But I also got this Morphe 12P palette, and it's very colorful. I don't have anything like this, so really excited. And also the new Tarteist Pro palette, and it is stunning. All the shades in here are so gorgeous, and I love the big mirror on this. And so yeah, so let's just get right on to the tutorial. So I'm going to be priming my eyes with the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade Sand. And next I'm just going to be setting that primer, or the eyeshadow primer concealer, with the Airspun Loose Face Powder. And I'm just taking an e.l.f. blending brush for that. For my first transition shade, I'm going to be going into the Tarteist Pro palette, and no matter what look I do, I always use like a kind of like this type of shade for the transition color. So that's what I'm going to be using today, and that it's called Bold. And I'm just going to be using my Morphe M511 blending brush for that. It's kind of dirty, but it'll work. And I'm just going in from the inner corner to the outer corner, and I'm just stopping like right here, like going into the crevice of my eye, but I'm not like blending it out more like that. But it doesn't really matter, it's just a transition shade. I'm gonna be taking this orangey shade and I'm gonna be pressing it onto the inner and outer corners of my eyes because we're trying to do like a sunset kind of look. So that's what I'll be doing right now. Doing the same thing to the other eye, and I forgot to tell you guys what brush I was using. I'm using the Morphe M503 brush, and it just looks like this. It's kind of fluffy but still kind of tapered, so you get into those little crevices of the eye. Sorry, I keep saying that word, I just don't know what else to use. And now I'm gonna be using that same M511 to keep blending it all out, just making sure right from the get-go that it's all blended. And later we can always come back and just intensify the color if we need to. But then for the next color, I'm gonna be using my Morphe M513 brush, and I'm gonna be taking this kind of pinkish shade right here, and I'm just gonna be using a little bit, just tapping it a little bit, like just tap and kind of taking out the excess on the back of my hand. And I'm just gonna be applying this to the crease a little bit. Gonna be doing the same thing to the other eye. Going back in and blending with the M511, just doing circular motions. I'm gonna be taking this shade now, the purple one, and again, I'm just using a very, very, very light hand with this color because I just want a little hint of purple. So just tap on the back and blend. So now I'm going to be going back in and intensifying that orange, and I'm going to be using the same orange in here, applying it to the inner and outer corners, and blending it a little bit up to that pink and purple. Then connecting it right here. Back into the Morphe M513 brush, and I'm just going to be taking a little bit more of a mix of the pink and the purple just to intensify that a little bit more. Back in with the orange again for the last time. Now for that middle shade, I'm going to be taking this yellow in the palette with this Urban Decay brush that came in the one of the Naked palettes. I think it was the third. And I'm just going to be brushing it in there, tapping off the excess, and applying it right here. Just a tiny hint of yellow. I think out of all the colors in that palette, that's the one that's less pigmented, but in a way I kind of like that for these types of looks where you just want like a tiny hint of yellow. Taking this Urban Decay Heavy Metal liner in Midnight Cowboy has been one of my favorites lately. For the bottom lower lash line, I'm going to be taking some of the same shades that we put on there, and I'm going to be starting off with this orange. I'm going to be using a Precise Smudger brush. So I'm going to apply some lashes off camera, and then I'll be back to finish the face. So for my inner corner highlight, I'm going to be going into my Hard Candy Raining Men palette, and I'm going to be taking the Urban Decay Naked 3 other side of the brush, and I already sprayed it with some Fix Plus. Not Fix Plus, what am I talking about? I sprayed it with some Urban Decay setting spray. I'm just going to be popping that into my inner corner. So now for contour or bronzer, whatever, I'm going to be taking my Shade and Light palette, Kat Von D, and I'm going to be using my current favorite brush to bronze / contour, and it's the Wet n Wild one. And I'm just going to be dipping into Subconscious and Shadow Play. Actually, all of 3 colors, just a little bit. And I'm just going to be bronzing. I'm going to be taking this Peach Pink's Elizabeth Matte blush. It's Show Your Cheeks blush. I'm going to be taking that same brush, just dipping it in there. And then for the most important part of this look, your highlight, I'm going to be taking my new Sleek palette, makeup palette, and it's the one in Solstice, and I'm going to be taking this shade right here. I'm not quite sure what it's called. I'm just going to be taking that with a fan brush, and I'm going to be spraying my brush with some Urban Decay All Nighter foundation spray, and just dipping my brush in there. Oh, girl. Oh. I'll be taking some Butter Gloss by NYX, and it's in the shade Creme Brulee. And I'm going to be topping that off with the Tiramisu one because this one is just a little bit too light for me. Once you're done with that, you are done with this look, and I hope you guys enjoyed. And if you guys want to see, I'm actually planning on filming and uploading videos every 2 times each week, and most likely Wednesday and Sunday, and I'm super excited. Hopefully this works out, but if not, it's always just gonna be 2 days a week. And if you guys want to see more looks from me, then just remember to subscribe and to this channel, and I'll see you guys next time.